In the heart. I went to get my hair cut this morning and I said to the hairdresser, will you give my number 2 on top? So he shot in my head. Must admit I'm not quite as vain as I used to be. It used to worry me that my hair was falling out, but then I remembered the popular opinion is that bald men make better lovers. Now, I used to think the same theory would apply for bald women, but I usually find that they're too tired for sex. Now, can I just say, I've had a lot of stick for telling that joke. And in my defence, I think I should be allowed to tell jokes like that, because a few years ago I had a testicle removed. Admittedly, it wasn't cancer, it was a stalagmite that got out of my hand. So on the way home from the hairdresser, I bumped into one of my ex-girlfriends. I hadn't seen her for a long time. We had a nice civil conversation. She said, you know what, I think we should carry on from where we left off. So I said, pack your stuff and get out my flat, you cheating more. So by the time I got home from there, the postie had been delivering one of those begging letters from a charity. It said just £15 will buy a new bike for a policeman in Mumbai. So I said back a leaflet showing you can get a new bike for a tenner at Lidl. Must admit, it's been quite an emotional day for me. It's actually my wee boy's birthday. He's a cracking wee lad, his name's William Scott. He's got that name for 2 reasons. Firstly, we wanted him to have a traditional Scottish name. We've also wanted him to have the initials WS because he was conceived in a Wetherspoons toilet. No, I think it's been easy for the wee man since his mum tragically died last year. See, what happened was one day the snow was really bad and she kept on a bit to clear the path, but I'm a lazy cunt, I couldn't be arsed. So after a while of her nagging, she got fed up and she went out to the shed to get the shovel herself, and I feel partly responsible because the ground was really slippy and I took a shovel and beat her to death with it. So almost an apple. But today's not been helped by the fact I've got a really bad hangover. Wasn't supposed to be drinking last night, but I went to see my granda. Now, me and my granda have always been really close. Over the last few months, his mental health started to deteriorate, so I go and see him as often as I can, because it's pretty funny. I was there a few weeks ago and he said, I forgot it's your sister's birthday tomorrow. I'll give you a tenner where you nip into town and get her a CD from HIV. I'll tell you something else he does, and I don't think he's alone with this. I think a lot of old senile people do the same thing. If I tell him a story or an interesting fact, I know that at some point in the future he'll relate that back to me, as though I've never heard it before, but he'll fuck it up slightly. Give me an example, give me a cheer if you watch EastEnders. 3-4, brilliant. I can't say I blame you for not watching it. I just started recently and it's been a usual jolly Albert Square storylines. And a lot of people say the writers of EastEnders don't have a sense of humour. I don't agree with that at all. For instance, they created a male character who gets fucked up the arse by a Muslim and they called him Christian. Anyway, whether or not you watch EastEnders, give me a cheer if you're aware of the character Big Mo who lives with the Slaters. Yay. Now for those of you who don't know her, Big Mo who lives with the Slaters is an old short fat dumpy woman. Now I found out recently that actress who plays Big Mo has a famous brother. Does anyone know who it is?
Gary Oldman.
It's a Hollywood actor, Gary Oldman, star of such films as the recent Batman movies, Harry Potter, Dracula, Leon, True Romance, JFK, Hannibal, and 2 episodes of Friends. Now I was quite surprised to find this out, because I can't see a family resemblance there. So the next day I phoned up my granda. I said, here, I found out something interesting yesterday. He said, what's that? I said, do you know Big Mo, who lives with the Slaters in EastEnders? He said, is that her who just says, oi Stacey, put some clothes on, help me knock out this gear? I said, aye, that's a woman. He said, what about her? I said, the actress that plays her's got a famous brother. Do you know who it is? He says, no, who is it? I said, it's a Hollywood actor, Gary Oldman. He says, wow, that's amazing. I can't see a family resemblance there. I'm going to tell everyone I know. So the next day I got a phone call. It's my granddad. He says, here, I found out something interesting yesterday. I said, did you really? He said, do you know Big Mo, who lives with the Slaters in EastEnders? I said, is that how he just says, "Boy, Stacey, put some clothes on and help me knock out his gear"? He said, aye, that's the one. I said, what about her? He said, the actress that plays her's got a famous brother. Do you know who it is? I says, go on, surprise me. He said, it's a little black kid out of different strokes. So I went to see him yesterday, and he says, look son, I've got some money for you, so I don't want you to have to wait till I die till you get your inheritance. There would have been more, but I'm still paying off my student loan. That's enough to get you a few beers. I was grateful for the opportunity of a night out. I haven't had one in ages, and I come to the fact they're pretty skint. It's frustrating not having any cash, because what I do have is a lot of unwanted gold. If only there was somewhere I could send it. So now last night went to a few pubs, not in a club, bumped into a young lady, bought her a few drinks, chatted her up. She asked me to go back to hers, and let me tell you, she couldn't walk this morning. She wouldn't have sex with me, so I shot her in the kneecaps. Anyway, it's enough of an introduction, better get started. People have often said to me, when did you first realise you were funny? No, honestly, they have. And I say, well, the first thing I can remember was going to see the careers advisor, and she says, what do you want to do when you leave school? And I said, I want to be an astronaut. She says, how long have you wanted to do that for? I says, oh, since I was 10, 9, 8. Anyway, listen folks, if you enjoyed what I've done tonight, then I'll see these available on my website, and all the money raised goes to a charity, and it's very close to, no, I'm going to do it with a straight face. The money goes to me. Just the last, and enjoy the rest of the night.